Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show, everybody. It is time for Tuesday's Taste with the one and only Patrick Evans-Hylton. We'd love it when you join us, Patrick, because you tell us what's happening here in Hampton Roads, and it just seems like this time of year is an amazing time to get out and try something new. Not only that, but everybody's throwing a party.
That's right. Everyone is, including a seafood party coming up. If you love seafood, and if you live around here, you probably do. On May 22nd, it's the Sensible Seafood Festival at the Virginia Aquarium. It is an awesome, awesome event. It raises funds for the aquarium. It also raises awareness of the importance. You know, it's awesome to love good food, but it's even better to protect those food sources, and that's what the Aquarium Sensible Seafood Program does. And also, all of these chefs are using those resources there to not only feed us wonderful food, but to educate us as well. So May 22nd, it sells out. This event sells out, so buy your tickets very, very soon.
Okay, it's coming up once again. It is the 2014 Sensible Seafood Festival. It is Thursday, May 22nd, from 7 to 10 at the Virginia Aquarium and Marine Science Center. Get your tickets today before, like Patrick said, it does sell out. Find out more at virginiaaquarium.com/SSF or call 385-0300. Okay, now, moving on to something now. We all like seafood, but a lot of people here love their beer and they like their wine.
Beer and their wine, you know what? And it's a big table we pitch here, so there's plenty of room for all of that too. This weekend, and how awesome that this would be to preview something for Mother's Day, take her out to some wine festivals.
Oh, very
there's
nice.
not only a wine festival going on in Pungo, but there's also a Town Center Art and Wine Festival at Virginia Beach Town Center. So there's 30 international and Virginia wines, as well as 40 different artists too. So that augments that one that's also going down in Pungo. And then the next weekend, there is the Neptune Festival, International Spring Wine Festival at 31st Street Park. This is really cool. I know you've been down to the park where the big Neptune statue is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you just hang out down there, you have a little wine, you look at the statue, you're right on the beach. Absolutely gorgeous. And then also on the 17th is the Virginia Beer Festival at Town Point Park. Now this is really cool. I want you to guess how many tap handles there are that you can sample from.
150.
Very close, more than 125. So,
okay.
yeah. I wish I had a prize for you, but
that's
I'll meet you down there and I'll
Just
cheer you.
One tap will do.
That?
Something
Yes,
tells me one tap will do.
That's right.
Okay, listen, if you do enjoy those, please enjoy them responsibly.
That's right,
okay, remember, have a designated driver and make good decisions with that. Okay, moving on now to the Town Center Wine Festival at Stockley Gardens Folk Art.
Yes, this is really, really awesome. You know, we've enjoyed for years the Stockley Gardens Arts Festival. You know, they're wanting to tie something in this year, since it's an anniversary year, in with the culinary arts, mirroring the visual arts. And so 11 chefs from across the region are going to be immortalized in a portrait of themselves with a signature dish, all from area artists. And I think, cycling through the photos here, we're going to see one of them as a little sneak preview. Our friend Chef Scott Simpson from Swan Terrace and Founders Inn. They're going to be in each one of the restaurants from beginning sometime about this week up through the festival. And then on May 17th, you can actually go to the festival and you can bid on these. All the proceeds will benefit the Hope House Foundation, which is an agency that assists folks with developmental disabilities. And so the different artists are in Virginia Beach: Rodney Einhorn of Terrapin, Brad Kelly of Salacia, John Menino of Meninos, Scott Simpson of Swan Terrace, Jerry Wybrick of Zoe's. In Portsmouth, Mike Farrell of Still, Sidney Mears of Stove. In Norfolk, Ed Story of Bardo, Todd Jurek of Todd Jurek's Bistro. In Newport News, Kenny Sloan, Harper's Table, Harper Bradshaw, and then you might even see one of me.
Ah, there you go.
Yes.
You know, there's some pretty good chefs in that list you just named.
Yes, and just, I mean, think how really cool to be immortalized like this.
That is really cool. And speaking of being immortalized and fundraising, this cookbook you have right here is pretty phenomenal. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is really, really cool. It's really delightful. It comes out from the Norfolk Animal Care and Adoption Center. It's a fundraiser for them. More than 250 different recipes, mostly for humans, but there's some for our animal friends too. Throughout, there's also great stories and photos of animals that have been adopted, from cats and dogs to birds and pigs. There's also a celebrity cooking section, which I know you also contributed to as well. So you can go to the contact the Norfolk Animal Care Center to learn how to purchase this. Just $20 great cookbook and great cause.
Good stuff. My recipe, carrot cake. Okay, speaking of
Yes.
animals, Kentucky Derby this past weekend.
The Derby was this past weekend. The Seton House does an outstanding job every year. This was their 15th year of having the Silk and Iron Soiree. It raises funds. There's live horse races and airing of the Derby, and there's also lots of mint juleps and food. So we have here from their food competition, winning for Best Derby Theme, Chesapeake Bay Catering Company, a bourbon pecan pie.
Wow.
With liquid nitrogen mint julep ice cream. Yes, yes, indeed. Best winning dish, Jordan's Culinary Service for crispy chicken and a maple orange bourbon barbecue glaze on a buttermilk waffle.
Wow.
And then winning for best taste braised with their braised short ribs and grits.
Pretty special stuff there.
Smack your mama good.
A lot of winners here.
Place.
Speaking of Smack Your Mama Good, it is time to put a cherry on top of this show with your Smack Your Mama Good. What do you got for us?
Exactly. I love Chartreuse Bistro. It's in downtown Norfolk. They do a great job. It's kind of like walking into, the chef is from Norway. It's kind of like walking into an IKEA catalog. It is just so awesome in there. Really, really cool, eclectic, farm to table. But this martini, look at this, aloe and grapefruit martini. I don't usually go for some of the sweeter martinis. This is not sweet.
You liked it though,
It
huh?
was really nice, clean, green flavors, a pop of citrus. Beautiful.
Beer, wine, and martinis. You covered the gamut today, Patrick.
Yes, indeed.
Great job as always. Keep up with Patrick and his adventures in food by logging on to thehamptonroadshow.com. Patrick, as always, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All righty.